Startup Podcast PH is co-produced by Sprout Solutions. Check out our partners in the description. Startup Podcast PH is in IDEA here at Mindanao State University, Iligan Institute of Technology, and we're interviewing Iligan-based startups. We have eCitizen, making everyone safe, and its founder, Andros Libradilla. Hello, kamusta?
Hello, Johnny. Johnny, kamusta at saka welcome sa Iligan City
Yeah,
at sa IIT.
I arrived here in Iligan 2 days ago actually.
Oh, yeah, yun yung sabi ni CJ. So, sabi niya, anong oras, anong ideal na time ko para to jump in at saka to be interviewed by Startup PH. So,
Yeah.
I've been hearing about sa Startup PH quite a while na. So, I've seen your page, no?
Mm,
So, it's a good thing na may yung advocacy talaga natin to really, how do you say this, jumpstart talaga the
yeah.
startup industry
Yeah.
sa
Yeah.
Pilipinas, no?
Yeah, actually, so I started nga kasi in Manila, no? And then
Oo.
na-realize ko, since my name is Startup Podcast PH, my Philippines, I should interview startups all around
Yeah,
the country, ano? And
oo.
it's my first time actually ever in Mindanao. And I
Good.
traveled around yung northern Mindanao, Cagayan de Oro. I also went to Butuan, and now I'm here in Iligan. And now I'm interviewing you,
Yeah.
eCitizen. So yeah, I
Thank
want
you.
to know, Sir Andros, ano nga ba ang eCitizen?
Well, yung eCitizen talaga, it's a real-time emergency reporting mobile application. So, but with GIS-based na emergency dispatch system solution. At saka may components din kami that comes with GSM module for text blasting at
Oh.
saka for IoT na mga devices din.
Oh.
So, right now, ang mobile application namin is just a tip of the iceberg lang talaga, no? Kasi yung mission talaga namin is really to make everyone safe, no? It's simply that, kumbaga. So, how it came about is actually we were partnering with the same technology, no? Emergency mobile application din siya. But that partnership did not go well. At saka we parted ways. And we wanted more of that product because yun nga, marami kasi yung kulang eh. So, kasi tayo mga startup founder, kumbaga, we don't see things for what they are. We need to see them for what they could be, you know? So, yun, no? Me and my friend Dar Taladwa, na we can do something, we can do this, we can create the same, much better, way better solution, way better nga product. So, we've come up with eCitizen. No, it's a real-time emergency reporting app na in just one tap, any citizen can report and ask assistance sa local disaster risk reduction management office in sa city nila. No, at the same time, simultaneously, manonotify na din yung mga police, mga Bureau of Fire, sa nature sa emergency. Let's say, for example, kapag may sunog, not only manotify yung command center ng isang lugar, at the same time, manotify din yung fireman at saka yung police.
Yeah.
Ma-dispatch sila easily. So, the idea is to eliminate yung mga loops, traditional, sa traditional reporting at saka dispatching. So, gone are the days na tatawag pa kayo na, ganito, nandito kami, anong landmark dyan? So, no? Kasi once you eliminate kasi dyan, you eliminate yung mga unnecessary loop, you could save a lot of time in a year's time, in a year.
Yeah.
So when it comes to saving lives kasi, every second counts.
Yeah,
so that's why that's one of our target.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, grabe ang dami kong tanong dito na ano. Actually, I want to ask you parang iyong motivation to do this. But later na yun.
Okay.
First question actually is, what are the types of emergencies or disasters or kumbaga, alam mo example, so fire, ano ba
Yung
iba?
well, we categorize it into four talaga, no? You have crime. You have medical emergencies, at saka you have yung mga accidents, no? Road accidents, at saka disaster.
So asan dun yung fire?
Fire, fire, crime, accidents, medical, at saka yung disaster.
Okay,
Yes,
okay, ayun.
5.
So there are 5. But
Five.
ayun, it's actually my first time to interview a startup na related sa emergency response. So, grabe,
Actually,
no?
there are a lot of solutions out there talaga. Here in the Philippines, nagsisilabasan na.
Yeah, pero I
Mm.
mean, ang ganda rin na parang perspective na ano, no, yun nga, you want to make it fast and kumbaga integrated na when someone wants to call or wants to report an emergency, lahat na ng related na agencies ay
Na-connected na talaga.
manonotify and
Manonotify na talaga.
possibly mag-react. So,
Mag-react,
let's talk about that muna. No? So, gaano pa kagrabe itong problema na to? Like, for example, yun nga, nasunog yung bahay. So, like before e-citizen or before like a very fast emergency response, ano ba yung parang mga negative na nangyayari?
Well, not to say, I just want to set this, I just want to set, how do you say this, kumbaga, I want to say ahead na, kumbaga na, yung tool namin is not a yung mobile application, yung solution namin, it's not a replacement of the standard operating procedure ng mga police or BFP, Bureau of Fire, or CDRMO. But we provide tool. We provide a service. So hindi talaga replacement. So just to be on the safe side, look at Davao City. No, yung response time ni Davao City kapag may mga emergency is 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Pero it's ideal. Kasi right now, from what I've heard, kung magre-report ka sa Davao, they will ask kung anong malapit na poste. Anong station ng poste. Only then they will know the location.
Okay.
Now, with ngayon, popular na kasi yung mga GIS na mga system, Geographical Information System, na we can easily pinpoint. You can use by GPS na. So, yun. If we leverage technology, a lot could be done to make more efficient, at saka we could save a lot of resources and time when it comes to public safety and security. No? Ganito kasi if we look into the data pa lang, is here in the Philippines, you have about 1 to 500 servicemen to population ratio. So just imagine, one person cannot, hindi talaga niya ma-service yun lahat. No? So, kapag may, not to mention yung mga limited resources, limited budget, at saka yung mga equipment natin, limited na mga equipment, hindi advanced. So, it's really a good opportunity talaga to provide a solution para to bridge the gap, no? Let's say, kung let's say may sunog, at saka may na-aksidente, at the same time may disaster. So the best way talaga is to provide yung idea, isa sa idea din namin is, so kung mangyayari yun, it would take a while for any rescue or responders to assist or provide the help needed sa community, di ba? So if you have the technology, you can actually crowdsource yung response from barangay level na, if we have that kind of technology. So that's why we are building it. No, yun talaga yung marami.
Yeah, so basically ano, no, ang nakikita kong problem that you're solving is first yung kumbaga to make it faster pa na dumating yung response, and second yung parang ano rin problem that you have to contact many different offices, and then you're also helping na mapabilis yung response nila kasi you don't have to provide as much information na mas mabilis na yung kumbaga pagsabi ng details. So how about the technology
May isa
that
pa rin,
you're
alam naman natin maraming hotlines, yung PNP, BFP, at saka yung local DRRM, no? Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office ng iba't ibang lugar. But talaga chances are hindi talaga na-memorize yun sa public. Even you, sa Manila, you've seen a lot of hotlines, pero chances are hindi natin na-memorize. No? When it comes to every emergencies, you have to look in, mag-search ka pa sa Facebook, mag-search ka pa sa Yellow Pages. Baka, if that is still a thing pa, no, yung Yellow Pages, so, wala nang Yellow Pages ngayon.
Nasusunog na yung bahay mo, hanap ka pa sa Yellow Pages.
So yun, so yung app din namin, aside from it's just a tap away, kapag may emergency, makareport ka, you also have a list of emergency who to call kapag may emergency ka. So yung iba kasi siguro gusto lang nila tumawag, they need to communicate clearly. Siguro may crime, public domestic disturbance, mahirap kasi yun i-type yung PIMIN eh. So we also have that on our mobile app.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. So yeah, let's talk about the technology. Ano. So how can the mobile app be, kumbaga, ano yung lahat ng functions and features niya? How can it be used by someone? So meron ka bang, so can we have a picture on how it can be used by, for example, na-aksidente ako or merong crime. So how can it be used? Or do you have an example? Pwede i-demo yan.
Yeah,
We can show that to the camera. So you demo
so
the app.
ito, kapag let's say, mayroon pa. So ito. So you can report a fire, tsaka accident. You also have their medical. Oh, ito.
So basically pag-open ng app, lalabas na yung page na yan, andun yung mga ano.
At saka ito,
right description.
So kapag isend ko ito, yung command center dito sa Iligan, mag-alarm doon, no. Ang ingay talaga kapag whenever may report doon, may wangwang, no. At saka so from there kapag ma-send mo na to, I'll just type test para alam nila doon sa command center na it's just a test. So after you send,
so may nakuha ng command center now.
At saka dalawa actually. We have Iligan is using our system at saka Municipality of Baroy. They are using our system right now. So once ma-submit mo na, mag-aral na yun doon. So from the ICDRMO, they will call you to validate yung report. Tapos in just a minute or two, they will dispatch dispatch responder na din. Yung responder on the other hand, makaka-receive din sila ng dispatch aside sa alert, the simultaneous alert, just parang advance notice lang yung alert natin, no, sa responder. So iba naman din yung ma-receive nila na dispatch. Bali, kahit na naka-silent yung phone ng responder, magre-ring talaga. So we have also that force alert notification na functionality sa ating responder. Iba din yung interface ng responder natin sa interface sa community user.
Pero kinaganda rin parang may account yung may account yung individuals. And andun yung information ng individual. So hindi na nga like when you call for example 911, hindi na alamin kung sino and kung nasaan. So andun na sa information, sa profile ng user, yung lahat ng information. And then ayun nga, so according sa app kanina, click mo lang kung ano yung klaseng emergency, ilagay ka ng description. Anong usually ilalagay doon sa description?
Basically kung ano yung nangyari. But pwede ka namang mag-send ng walang description.
Okay.
No? Kapag nagmamadali ka, kapag fire, send mo lang yung location. May iba kasi they find the need to put more details sa report nila. So we have that description.
And for example, so what are the categories? What are the categories of the emergencies?
Crime, fire, accidents, medical emergencies, at saka disasters.
So for example, medical emergency. So I put medical emergency, I put a description, maybe a heart attack, for example. So when I send it, kanino exactly
mapupunta directly sa command center. Man-notify mag-a-alarm doon sa command center.
Command center is
your local disaster risk reduction management office. Kasi may operation center yan sila eh.
So how about the hospital or something?
Yung hospital, yun yung mga responder natin. So man-notify sila the same time, no? But walang request from ICDRMO.
Okay.
So kung may request na sa ICDRMO, only then they will proceed. But depende na yan sa mga user, sa end user natin. If yung isang LGU, they want it to be operated this way or that way, it's up to their election.
Yeah, so
So
basically yung process is once someone sends sa command center,
command center at saka ma-alert
may alert
may
pa lang,
alert
and then the command center
will dispatch.
will send to the, for example, the hospital,
Mhm.
and then the hospital will then react.
Yeah. At
Okay.
saka yung functionality din is parang may ways. Yung sa
Mm.
yung sa account ng mga responder, it works like ways.
Mm.
No, parang may route na sa estimated.
That's nice.
Mm.
What if ano pala? I mean, for example, traditionally ba, if I have a medical emergency, like my heart attack, yung kasama ko, ano nangyayari when I will report?
When you report
How do I report that?
using our
No,
app,
without the app, nung without the
yung
app.
dati tatawag ka pa talaga.
Tatawag ako
No?
sa phone. Sa
Oo.
kanino tatawag?
Usually sa hospital, direct sa
Hospital.
hospital. Pero most of the time is doon talaga sa ICDRM mo. Ay, no, mali. Well, kapag may medical emergency, maghanap ka talaga ng number sa hospital. Oo.
So, hindi nadadaan ng command center?
Hindi. Kasi yun yung talagang basic instinct ng mga tao ngayon eh. Tatawag sa ospital pero yung nangyayari is wala kaming bakante na na rooms, yun. So ano bang lugar? Naka-out pa yung ambulance namin, makahintay po ba kayo ng ilang minuto? Parang ganun.
So, kinaganda rin ito, the command center will already find a good hospital na may bakante or may...
Connected na kasi lahat eh.
Okay. And may ambulansya. So,
may
hindi na...
ambulance. Yung local IDDRM mo, hindi talaga, excuse me, hindi ambulance yung sa kanila, parang rescue mobile talaga. Pero may attending nurse na sila. So, kapag nahirapan kayo, mag-seek ng assistance from the hospital, your local DRRM mo can provide yung sasakyan.
Yeah, tsaka ang kinaganda rin nito, nalalag lahat sa command center, lahat ng cases.
May record tayo, may
record
data.
sila.
No? It's really important na may data yung local DRRM.
Is payroll processing taking too much of your time? Introducing Sprout Payroll Starter. For as low as 5,000 pesos per month, you get a team of experts to help you with your payroll and HR needs. We'll help compute and process payroll, handle all your government compliance requirements, and automate timekeeping. Leave the payroll to us so you can focus on growing your business. Enjoy peace of mind with Sprout Payroll Starter.
And so speaking about the so actually ang ganda ng app, no? I mean, I think it's very useful and it's very good na meron tayong ganitong app, and you're actually building it now here in Iligan. So you're based in Iligan.
Yes, based kami sa Iligan. But we have an office in Cagayan, and in Cebu.
Yeah, so can we know a bit of your story? Can we know a bit of your background? So are you born and raised here in Northern Mindanao, here in Iligan?
Born and raised in Iligan talaga.
Okay.
At saka yung partner ko, si Dar Taladwa, we started this actually. There were 4 of us actually, but yung dalawa namin nag-exit early stage. No? So we started this to get me and Dar. Yun nga, sinangla pa nga namin yung 80,000 na white gold na bracelet niya para lang masimulan yung development, para maka-down lang kami sa development company na pina-design namin yung
so you outsourced the software development.
Kasi kami dalawa hindi kami technical we just have the idea.
What are your backgrounds?
Si Dar is business, is into business at saka stocks, stocks trading.
How about you?
Ako is I've been in the IT BPM for 15 years, IT BPM industry. At saka I also started a startup back then. It's called Drop Up, and it became a BPO company later on nung nag-pivot kami. So I have about 100 agents. No? Pero yung bagyong Odette, yun I lost the accounts kasi I believe it's 6 months, no? So yun, we were forced to pivot talaga. Pivot, tomato. Ano? So yun, nag-pivot kami. So decided to go into this startup, no? So yun, yung 80,000 sinangla namin for 50,000. para masimulan lang yung development. So after that, naglabi kami ng projects din sa local government kasi hiningan kami ng initial na 300,000 for the initial development ng
Okay.
app.
Ng app.
So kami, wala kaming pera. So so ang ginawa namin, kumuha kami ng mga government projects, naglabi kami. Tapos nag-tap kami ng mga supplier, bali nag-middleman lang kami ba. So in exchange for a commission, so there was a project somewhere in Lana del Norte that we worked with. So we were able to secure mga 400,000.
Na funding na...
Yung commission namin yung pag-lobby ng projects.
What do you mean paglabi ng projects?
Yung mga government projects, tsaka
How do you get the commission?
contractor. We partner with yung mga contractor supplier. So may government dito na, so we'll work.
Okay. So ganun kayo nag-ipon ng
parang
capital.
kami yung sales ng mga contractor, yun yung nangyari. Para yun lang, diskarte na talaga. So when we got our commission sa project na yun, we invested it all sa startup para
okay,
maman.
now this is interesting. So ang question, why do you really want to do the startup? I mean, kasi parang talaga nag-effort kayo nagsanla and then nag-ipon ng pera. So why do you really want to do the startup?
Well, yung talaga is I mean safety talaga is it has always been everybody's job duty talaga. No, kapag may pamilya ka, it's your duty to protect them. So we find it really meaningful at saka impactful at the same time to make sure na everyone's is safe. So we come up with a solution. So yung goal lang talaga in itself is really enough for us to have that result na ipapatuloy talaga ito come hell or high water.
Nagkaroon na ba ng experience dati na parang dahil sa mabagal na response, nagkaroon ng problem with regard to, for example, dahil mabagal yung response, may nangyaring masama. May ganun na ba yung experience dati? Or like, do you know someone?
Yeah, isang incident dito sa My Overton. It was from previous administration. At na-aksidente yung tao around 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Naligtas siya nakuha siya sa loob ng sasakyan, wala nang buhay. Pero buhay pa siya mga 5 to 6 hours, no? Pero yun nga, walang mga equipment, no? Kulang yung equipment, parang yung issue ata doon is yung parang equipment kasi naipit yung tao eh. So tapos mabagal yung response. Umabot ata mga ilang minuto pa nakapunta yung responder doon at saka walang gamit, so they have to find other means para ma-extract yung biktima sa aksidente.
So kung may e-citizen app na nun,
so yeah.
mas mabilis yung response.
Just sana no? Sana.
How did you how did the software development happen? Kasi this is like a third party na pina-develop siya. So
actually,
parang nagbigay na ba kayo ng idea na ito yung magiging itsura niya? So
well, ako is I've been working with several companies as a freelancer at saka business owner ng BPO. Yung area of expertise ko kasi is digital marketing, inbound marketing, SEO, and from time to time I do WordPress development, and na-expose din ako sa UI UX design. So ako na yung nag-design ng interface. So at saka ako na yung nag-design nung how the entire apps should work, no? Yung parang architecture talaga. So,
and then you just give it all to them and then sila yung nag-program.
But we were we need to we were there in every stage talaga. No, not just left it to them para kasi baka pag tapos na product may mga kulang, so it did not stop there though kasi yung first na hire namin na company hindi nila tapos talaga after we paid in full, no? Yun, isang problema na din yun kasi we need to raise another money para matapos lang yun. So, yun nga, struggle din.
And then this is in connection with the Iligan government or LGU basically, no? So Iligan Command Center. So how did you connect with the government office
Actually, we proposed this to our Mayor Frederick
after
Xiao.
the meron ng app, after you develop the app na?
Yeah.
Mm.
Under development pa lang pinupost ko na ito ni Mayor Frederick Xiao kasi yung mayor swerte lang namin kasi yung mayor namin dito is who is really into innovation and technology. Supportive talaga siya. So, yun, we proposed this first at saka ito nang natapos, we deployed it sa Iligan. It will be launched this September. September 19.
Yeah, so I think pag na-release na itong episode na launch na rin yung
sige,
And you also
sige.
have another municipality, right? So which
Baroy, municipality
where is
Baroy.
Baroy?
Lanao del Norte province.
So west,
adjacent na talaga sa Iligan.
yung west na Iligan, west ng Iligan.
west ng
Okay.
Iligan.
And then of course, so this is so you're doing this in Iligan and you've also been connected with IDEA. So how and IIT, the school MSU IIT. So
yung linkages na talaga. We were able through Sir Darwin Manubag, he's from IIT, who is currently the city administrator. No, linkages lang talaga. No, after yung failure ng first company na i-hire namin, we were forced to talaga na wala na talaga kaming chance kasi yun lang talaga yung pera namin eh. So what happened is that may program may partnership kasi yung IIT DOST at saka Iligan. May program sila na they will grant sa mga sa system like ours, no? So yun, we were able to secure 200,000 at saka nanghiram kami ng about 250,000 sa kaibigan namin on loan at saka it was 10%.
For itong mga additional capital na to, for ano siya? For saan siya ginagamit?
Development talaga.
Development pa further.
Development further kasi hindi natapos eh. At saka maraming hindi talaga tapos, at least 30% lang yung natapos nung binayaran namin.
Hindi pa kayo lugi nun kasi parang
Lugi talaga. Yung the additional funds pa lang, sana we could have used it sa marketing, we could have used it sa kuwan, we could have sold it kuwan, pero yun nga, the solution is really important, no, na talaga.
At saka paano kung meron kayong mga additional features na gusto idagdag pa? So, that magbabayad na naman kayo.
Well, ngayon, after kasi ganito, we were lucky enough to secure an investor. No, yung investor
now you have
namin.
an investor.
Yung investor namin is malaki din silang company. So that's why we were able to set up an office din sa Davao, sa Cagayan.
So you have an office there.
Cagayan at saka sa Cebu may satellite office din tayo doon. Kapag may mga LGU doon sa Tubod na would be interested, we have people there then.
And this is a business, right? So how do you plan to earn or to profit? How do you plan? Ano yung parang business model nito?
It comes with it's a SaaS din.
But for LGUs?
For LGUs. Bali wala nang babayaran yung community.
Yung LGU basically yung parang yung so the LGU will subscribe. And then once the LGU is subscribed, pwede niyang sabihin sa mga constituents niya na merong app that you can use.
Sila na yung magma-market sa kuwan. But we will help also.
So this is a B2G approach.
B2G,
business to government.
government.
Actually, not B2G, B2LGU, B2L, B2. So talagang you approach. So how do you plan to approach the LGUs? And do you plan to approach all LGUs in the Philippines?
Lahat talaga. When we started this, yung app talaga namin, we already have that idea na we're going to bring this sa lahat. So talaga how do you say kalimutan ko. Mamaya na siguro.
Yeah, but actually parang this is very promising. Parang I imagine yung mga mayors, for example, sa Manila, do you know si Mayor Vico Soto of Pasig? Parang I think he will be interested here eh. Kasi
sana.
Very Mayor Vico parang very ano ba tawag dito? Parang very responsive and very proactive sa kanya mga constituents.
Mayor Vico.
Yeah. And maybe sa Quezon City rin sila Mayor Belmonte. Yeah. So
mga proactive na mga mayors sila.
Yeah.
I believe they are part of Mayors for Good Governance na grupo ngayon.
Tsaka ito yung mga mas nakababatang mayor. Not to say, I'm not generalizing naman pero parang mas proactive nga in providing new technologies na ikababuti ng mga constituents.
Actually, yung to tell you honestly, lahat ng problema ngayon, hindi lang sa Pilipinas but sa buong mundo can be solved through technology na. Kung may solid waste, may mga technology ngayon.
Yeah, and then so what's the vision? What's the ano ba talaga yung vision niyo for eCitizen? How do you see eCitizen maybe in a few
Ganito
years?
kasi, yung plano talaga namin, is as much as possible, we need to bring this sa entire Philippines. Kasi we want to connect not just the community to their LGU, but all LGUs and all communities sa Pilipinas. So what happens is, kapag nagbabakasyon ka sa Davao, tapos nag-aksidente ka, pag-report mo dun, hindi makaresponde yung sa Manila, no?
Yeah.
So, yun nga,
Ah.
if we are able to connect every LGU, so whenever wherever you are, you can yun nga, you can
Yeah.
you can report,
Yeah,
you
tsaka,
can ask services.
yeah, tsaka for example, me, I'm from Manila but I'm here now in Iligan, no?
Ah.
So isang app lang ba siya or possible ba na different apps for each LGU?
Yeah, yung customization.
Yeah,
Yung
yeah.
customization. Yung app talaga is isang app lang talaga na siya.
Okay.
May depende na yun sa LGU kapag gusto niya ipa-customize. So mag-a-add lang sila talaga.
So possible mangyari na yun nga, for example, I'm from Manila, I go to Iligan, I will download yung Iligan eCitizen.
Oo.
Ganun.
Pero kapag kapag may app na din sa lugar nyo, not necessarily. Kasi pwede, parang Grab, kung magbo-book ka ng taxi, kung ano yung mas
Actually, yeah. Actually, sa bagay, si Grab, isang app lang, pero nakadepende sa location mo. So,
Yeah.
kung naka-turn on naman yung location settings mo, malalaman ng app kung nasaan ka.
Oo.
And depende sa kung nasa
Yun yung
LGU
idea
ka,
talaga.
yun, ganong customization, ganong features na yung
Yun yung vision talaga namin. Because we don't just want to be a part of the effort to improve public safety and security, but we mean to lead it talaga. Our startup, we want to lead those efforts talaga.
So, are you looking for more investors? Are you looking for more funds to operationalize this?
Yun nga, we've been deciding pa. Sabi ng investors namin na we don't need money pa daw muna ngayon. So we'll just
So, ano yung plan ngayon? Software development, marketing, talking to the LGUs?
Ngayon is we have 6 developers that are working on this, an engineer and developers. We have 2 mobile developers at saka may IT personnel tayo who is in charge sa hardware involved sa technology.
So, how do you talk with the LGU and how do you contact them?
First, nag-reach out kami sa local DRRM nila. Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office. Kasi sila, yun kasi ang department ng LGU na who is, yung purpose talaga is public safety and security.
And sila
yun na yung mag-connect namin sa mayor.
Sa mayor.
Or kapag may mag-link, may mag-connect namin sa mga mayor, we can also do that directly sa mayor.
So, do you plan to do this in Mindanao muna and then tsaka Visayas and then Luzon?
Anywhere.
Or anywhere na
kung saan yung opportunity.
Kung sino yung makinig, kung sino yung willing. Ayun. So, baka may nakikinig ng episode na to na related sa LGU. But no, this is really promising. I mean, the app is really, actually, I think it's very useful for LGUs to adopt. So, ako mismo, if I'm, lalo na if I'm traveling, and may mangyari sa akin, hindi ko alam yung hotlines, kung sino yung kakausapin. Actually, meron nangyari sa akin recently dito sa Mindanao. And nahirapan pa ako maghanap ng kung kanino ako lalapit. So, feeling ko with this app, mas natulungan ako. So, ayun. Maraming salamat, Andrews, for this conversation. If our listeners want to find out more about you and the app, so how can they connect with you? Maybe you can lead them to the website.
eCitizenPH.com, or you can also follow us on Facebook and DM us on Messenger. So you can also reach us through.
So I'll put those links below, and thank you very much. So thank you very much, Andrews, for this conversation, and thank you for what you're doing. This is actually a very promising app, and I hope in the future manormalize siya na lahat ng Filipinos
Yeah.
naka-download yung ganyang app,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
one click lang I can report something
Oh.
if something happens to me. And I
Yeah.
think the government, and I think like we as a country should also know more about kumbaga emergency response talaga. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you then. Thank you then. Thank
Yeah.
you. Salamat.
Thank you very much to our 48 patrons. This episode is super powered by AskLex PH Academy, our official e-learning partner. Get certifications on Lean Six Sigma, project management, data science, and more. One CFO services, bookkeeping and tax, and payroll processing for startups and small businesses. Tuala, privacy-focused digital experience for sharing identity information across Web 2 and Web 3 ecosystems. Wonder Brand, next generation data science-driven brand strategy and design company for emerging markets. Doon, Philippines' first fully insured peer-to-peer car sharing marketplace. And Spaceybu, global co-working space, private office, and meeting rooms for startups, digital nomads, and freelancers. Mamiki Super Pet App, the Philippines' first ever one-stop mobile app for pet products and services. MarketMind Local, a digital marketing company focused in helping small and medium businesses. Mata Technologies, Philippines' premier provider of virtual tours and maps for LGUs, real estate, tourism, and private businesses. Hire Business Solutions, provider of the most configurable cloud-based payroll system in the Philippines. Smile, consent-driven digital employment verification service to make smarter decisions faster. DVCode Technologies, IT solutions specializing in software development, blockchain smart contracts, digital wallets, and cybersecurity. Drive Manila, Philippines' largest peer-to-peer car rental community. Ignite Careers, career matching platform for Filipino talents and hiring companies in the outsourcing industry. Looking for buy and sell online with Sigurado sellers. NutriCoach, personalized nutrition and weight loss programs for you. Benjoy's food products, Domo Premium Bacon Ends, Tapa, and Tocino. ROC.ph, our creative marketing partner. Get unlimited digital marketing services monthly. This episode is powered by Contact RFID Business Cards, CodeSham, Kazam, Jure.ph, Big Giant Games, Founders Launchpad, Packetworks, Uplift Codecamp, Pareto Consulting, Agile Data Solutions, Hassel PH, Board Prep, Zales, Sirius MD, Pahatid PH. Please support the podcast through the links in the description.